Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another match preview episode of Late Night Football. There's some big games happening tomorrow, but we're going to focus on the title battle. So it's not Liverpool and Manchester City going head to head, but they have got big games coming up this weekend. Well, every game is a big game now at this point, but we'll just be talking about the two teams and what they've got to look ahead to. So we're going to cover that. Of course, joining me back again is Knayha. Knayha, welcome once again on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's get right into it. Let's start with Manchester City since they're playing first. So Man City, they're playing Watford. I mean, should be an easy 3 points for them. You're muted.
Absolutely, there is no kind of denying this in a way. It's like the only thing I think Pep is thinking about is how do I get some fear in Liverpool? Like, how many do I need to score to kind of tell them that I'm not losing this battle?
Yeah.
Like, how do you psychologically damage the other team by kind of scoring 5, 7, 6, 8 goals and then basically?
That might be a bit ambitious, 8 goals against Watford, but I mean.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Watford is not playing bad. They've been playing really well, but then it's just like they're the wrong side of the table right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so the confidence is low, and the way City is playing right now, in the last game that they had, it was just too free flowing. I think Kevin De Bruyne is like on a, he's found his form back. The Mahrez is scoring. Foden is scoring for fun in a way. So I think, and Pep is kind of backing them up. Pep is saying, these are my scorers. I'm going to play them every match, every now and then. So that's not going to be a concern at all. So I think it's much easier for City. But yeah, and then I feel that it's a much easier run as well because of the games that they have.
Yeah, the only concern for City, of course, will be resting players for Madrid because that's coming up next week. So that's the one. Liverpool probably won't have that concern as much as they're playing Villarreal. Should be an easy, and it's almost like a walkover in some ways, So so that might be a concern for Madrid, for City. I mean, they've had a week off. Well, actually, they haven't had a week off, but they've had a few days.
They haven't had a week off.
Yeah. Do you see any changes?
There could be it depends on how what happens with the midfield. I think the midfield is the one that kind of is considered would needs like a little more confirmation of who starts and doesn't. Rodri, Fernandinho, and Gundogan, or do they, play a different style? Maybe just single and having Grealish as well on the start, and Fernandinho and Rodri just starting 2 rather than 3, and the way he moves them around with Sterling, Grealish, and Foden in the middle, and Jesus on top as well, or De Bruyne in front, or so he has some options. I think, but it all depends on how the midfield kind of plays up because we have seen. We've not seen some crazy tactics yet from Pep. Like, we have not even seen that him kind of doing something really out of the ordinary. But I won't even surprise if he tries something against Madrid in a way, just to kind of shake things up. But yeah, it's I don't think that's a concern because it's still, they play tomorrow. I think they still have 3 days, so 4 days before or 5 days before they play. 4 days before they play. So I think that's and he has enough rested players as well. On the bench, so I don't think that's going to be a concern.
Well, there's ever a time to rest players. It's probably at home against the worst team in the league. Well, Watford. So I mean, statistically speaking, the worst league and worst team in the league, not by form. That belongs to somebody else. But I mean that's the thing with City. I mean, it's a curious one, but I think it's just be about laying down the marker, making sure you get the 3 points. I think that's really what City have got to do now, is just keep winning games and hope that Liverpool.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that that Pep might be thinking about goal difference here.
He might be. He might be trying to get that up.
That's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason.
But that's always a dangerous game to play, though. Liverpool tried to do that 8 years ago, and then they kind of, stumbled because of that. You don't want to be going to a gung-ho on goal difference. Just try and get, first try and secure the 3 points first, and then you can try to get goals. So that would be the thing. What's the score prediction for you?
I think it's going to be 5-0.
5-0.
City.
5-0. Yeah, I think it'll be. I would say 4-0. I'll just go a little bit conservative. I think 4-0 is what I think they'll go for. There's probably a 3-0. They might start taking some players off and trying to give others a chance. So yeah, I think they'll probably 4-0 is sounds about right. But Watford can sometimes be bogey teams as well for City, so you never know what can happen. But yeah, I think City now have to be on it, and hopefully they will be on it. Speaking of which, speaking of being on it, Liverpool against Everton. the Merseyside Derby. Now, the only reason this is intriguing is because it's a derby, because otherwise, Liverpool should steamroll Everton, because Everton just seems so off the pace this season. There's a bit of a rivalry there with Lampard. Lampard wasn't too happy the last time Liverpool won the league title, so
Yeah.
maybe there is a bit there. But on form though, Liverpool should really just steamroll Everton.
On paper, Liverpool can beat right now anybody, and we saw that. Like they the form they have against City. They proved everybody on that. Like nobody can beat them right now. Even City tried their best, but then they at least couldn't beat them. But then they came back. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. But then the Lampard factor is what I kind of have that. Like he might put out because he's had a terrible season, right? They've lost a lot of games, 8 games against I think on consecutively under him, and that doesn't bode well to him and also the club. So I think that might be a possible way to make a statement, because he might kind of rile the fans around him and basically say this is the game we kind of go all out, and they've been playing poor, but then they have been scoring goals. That's the thing. Like even the last result they had a 1-1, that was kind of a last-ditch effort, which kind of helped. Richarlison has been formed. There are players who are clicking. I don't see Liverpool being threatened, but I won't be surprised with if Everton put up a stronger fight, like just because they've been riding high. So it'll any team facing Liverpool will kind of prepare for a team which is going to be an amazing form, but then there could also be a surprise in a way.
Yeah, if this was made at Goodison Park, I would give Everton a chance. But being in Anfield, I don't see that much of an upset opportunity. But you never know. Again, football is like that.
Yeah, I have a very strong feeling that this is going to be an upset.
Oh, you do?
I don't know why.
Okay. Well, you did get the prediction right last week, so you just when you predicted said Liverpool would win the FA Cup game.
Exactly.
I know the score wasn't correct, but yeah, so we never know. You never know. You might be right. On to something. Do you see any major changes from the United game? Again, keeping in mind that they've got Villarreal coming up. Do you think they'll make any changes?
I don't think so. I think they kind of keep the momentum, because this like I don't know. He mixes the front three maybe in a way. That's the only thing. But I think Henderson is another one he might kind of bring in from the start. Or kind of because I think he subbed him off, but then he didn't. I think he would want him to play the whole 90 in this game, just to kind of keep, because Villarreal is going to be more tactical and like on the creative side of it. And Naby Keita has been kind of just has got his new form back in, so I think he just saves Naby Keita from this game and just kind of puts Henderson in. And then Keita is completely fresh for the Villarreal game in a way. That's what I see. And Fabinho starts with Henderson, and then Thiago has just been amazing. So and then the front three could be anybody. Firmino could start. Luis. I think Luis Diaz is saved for the Champions League. Yeah, because I think he likes what Luis Diaz kind of gets him in those games. But I think Salah of course starts. So what do you think? Do you think Alisson is going to get a break finally?
No, I don't think Alisson will get a break. I think he will start. The only change might be in defense. Maybe Konate. So I think Konate played the last game, so he might decide.
Yeah, he did. He's been scoring. The first.
So maybe he goes with Matip
Liverpool for a long time.
Yeah, he might go with Matip for this one just as a rest. But I don't see any major changes. I think they'll try to keep this will be is a good test run for Villarreal, because Everton will probably park the bus as well. So they'll probably get used to how Villarreal might play. That might be the only thing. But Villarreal, they take parking the bus to a whole new level. So that would be something as a test run. But other than that, I mean, whatever team Liverpool puts out, I think they should win this one. So let's do score predictions. I'm gonna go first this time, and I think it will be 3-0. I think it will be 3-0 to Liverpool. That's what I'm thinking. What about you?
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool.
To Liverpool. Okay, so I thought you were saying there might be an upset, but okay, we're playing it safe.
Yeah, but I'm playing it. I think that it could go both ways in my mind. I wanted to say 2-1 Everton, but then it's at Anfield. I do see Everton scoring a goal. I don't know why. I have a feeling that there is going to be a goal scored, and then Liverpool will come back though. But then there's going to be some very crispy, nice, lovely moments where City fans going crazy almost. And kind of backing Lampard for once in a way. Yeah, they could back Lampard, but
Anyway.
yeah, but it's gonna be interesting.
Stranger things have happened. We don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it should be there, and I think that will be status quo as it is for the next one. The game against Spurs, which is up next for I don't know if that's up next for Liverpool, but whenever that game is, the Spurs one, that's the key one that Liverpool got to be. That's the only one where I think realistically Liverpool might drop points, and I think City might feel like Liverpool, Spurs owe them. They took 6 points off of City, and they've taken 2 points off, and they've taken 1 point off of Liverpool. So they'll be hoping, give or take, you can take another point at least out of that, so at least something. But let's see what happens there. But anyway, thank you so much, Knayha, for joining me on this reaction show. I think we've lost you for
Pleasure.
There you go. Yeah, definitely. It's always wonderful to have you. If you did enjoy this video, if you haven't checked out actually our Arsenal United, we did one more preview before. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do check it out, the Arsenal United game preview. Some very interesting comments there as well, so do check that out. And of course, remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, and also remember to subscribe to our channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can follow us wherever. We always appreciate your support. And we'll be doing more content. We'll of course do match reactions tomorrow for some of the games that are happening, so please do stay tuned, and if you subscribe you get notifications for that as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day or night, whatever time you're watching this, and we'll see you again tomorrow very soon. Bye-bye.